hear about 25, 30 years ago, that was then. This is what's happening now.
And it will happen with bloody hunker-dirt.
Along with Quasi for an interesting tag team matchup. The Great Mongo from the Army of Darkness tagging with Gutter, an unusual combination there. Gutter not a part of the Army of Darkness, against Curtis Martin and young Terry Stevens. You see Thurston Brooks outside the ring, the leader of the Army of Darkness, in the corner of the Great Mongo. We'll see if he's in the corner of Gutter as well.
Well, this actually is a match put on by the Farhats to try to get the AWWL team to work together. Even though Gutter is not anywhere near the Army of Darkness, he's trying to show that the Army of Darkness and all members of the AWWL can work together to fight the XWA. So this is how it's going to go. It's going to be rough to begin with, but they're going to realize that the war is on, and they got to work on teams right now. Afterwards, then they can settle all their hatchets.
The war is on. It is time to put aside your differences. If you are AWWL or XWA, there's no in between. And that's why, as Quasi stated, the Farhats put the Great Mongo and Gutter together as a tag team. Usually not friends, usually not going out for a drink after the matches. But this time forced to tag up as we have Gutter now. Reverse hip toss by Curtis Martin, sending Gutter down to the ring, and a double drop kick from Stevens and Curtis Martin.
Well, Martin's he has no strangers there in the Army of Darkness. He has beaten the Great Mongo in a Battle Royal, the first ever AWWL Battle Royal. He beat all three members of the Army of Darkness, and then him and Thurston Brooks have had matches on Big Time Wrestling ever since we've started.
Well, tag team wrestling is what it's all about. It's not one-on-one. This is not an individual matchup. You would think on paper that the team of the Great Mongo and Gutter would destroy Terry Stevens and Curtis Martin. But we see the opposite as this matchup gets started. Because of the communication of Curtis Martin and Terry Stevens, and the Great Mongo and Gutter obviously not getting along this far into the matchup. You see the Great Mongo and Thurston Brooks outside the ring. Gutter up on the ring apron. He's not even checking on his tag team partner. And meanwhile, Curtis Martin and Terry Stevens on the same page from the get-go.
Well, actually, he's yelling insults at the Great Mongo. Now Mongo's trying to coach him in the ring, telling him how to wrestle. He says he's in there telling him, now get in there and show me how it's done.
Well, Gutter hears those voices even when he's by himself. Now he's got the voice of the Great Mongo to deal with, and Thurston Brooks outside of the ring.
I wonder what it's like to hear voices. Never to be a stranger, always to have company.
Well, he's never lonely, put it that way.
And then he carries his girlfriend, a downspout, a Gutter, a piece of Gutter, who actually he believes is a real person and he talks to. And we've seen into the back have in-depth conversations with this piece of metal. It's very disturbing.
He's the only one I know that doesn't consider somebody calling his girlfriend a gutter an insult.
Well, right now he's actually working pretty well with Mongo. They got some good tag action going on here against Curtis Martin. Seen some inventive technical maneuvers. He's technically insane is how Gutter puts it. And right now, Great Mongo's got a lockdown. It looks like almost a camel clutch with a knee right in the back.
Well, it's no secret. Gutter, Thurston Brooks, the Great Mongo, they are not friends. Mongo and Brooks with the Army of Darkness. Now they're arguing here again, Gutter and the Mongo. This is a test from the Farhats in the head office at the AWWL to see if everybody can fight on the same side as we go to war with the XWA.
Well, right now you see them getting in a fight. That's because Mongo's used to where an Army of Darkness member will put a boot up to where he can throw the face. That's an illegal maneuver. Gutter doesn't want to break the rules, and they had a little ill communication right there.
Well, what's going to happen now? Great Mongo in control. And a modified power bomb there on Curtis Martin. Terry Stevens in to make the save, and this match continues.
Well, Curtis Martin has to get over to Terry Stevens. Even though Stevens is a rookie and he's kind of fresh right here in the AWWL ring, he's something that you're going to need right now because Martin has been taking a beating. He took that spinebuster bomb right there from Mongo, and he's been getting stretched, I guess you could say, by Gutter, who's a technically gifted wrestler.
Curtis Martin, not the biggest wrestler in the AWWL, but he's no slouch. He has proved that in the past. He could stand toe-to-toe with men twice his size. One tough kid is Curtis Martin. But Great Mongo trying to superplex him off the middle rope. Martin shoves Mongo down to the mat, and now a boot to the stomach, and a tornado DDT from the second rope from Curtis Martin. Mongo is out, but so is Martin. Mongo out cold. Martin needs to get the tag into Terry Stevens.
Well, basically that right there, we've seen that from Curtis Martin numerous times. That tornado DDT has ended things. It actually sent Thurston Brooks to the hospital with a concussion in a three-way dance a few months ago in Lansing. So Thurston knows exactly how dangerous that tornado DDT is.
Mongo makes the tag into Gutter. Martin tags into Stevens, and Stevens coming in with some shots. A drop kick sending Gutter down. A clothesline sending the Great Mongo down. He's giving up 100 pounds there. A scoop and a slam. Unbelievable strength on the part of Terry Stevens, who now climbs to the top rope. He got up there very quickly. What's he going to do here?
450. He missed that 450, but he got full revolutions on it, and looks like the Great Mongo's going to be calling for something. This could be the like a scoop slam. Uh-oh, the Tree of Woe. He's going to hang Stevens up for the Tree of Woe. We've seen this. He's going to drive something right into. We got to watch out there because Thurston has been known to put objects in front of people's faces to drive. Oh, he just dropped that kick right into the face of Terry Stevens.
Very stiff there. I can only imagine where Mongo learned that from. Kevin Sullivan outside the ring. It's Gutter and Thurston Brooks and Curtis Martin teaming up on Thurston outside the ring, but inside the ring the damage is done there.
Mongo hits that death driver. It's all mathematics. The 1, 2, 3. It's all over. We'll be back with more big-time wrestling next.
Wait, what's going to happen here? Before we go to break, we've got more action. Finally, Mongo and Gutter victorious, but Mongo sending Gutter, his tag team partner in this matchup, into the ring, and he's got the cane. And now Gutter grabs his girlfriend, Cindy, ducks the cane, and Mongo slides out of the ring there.
You gotta watch out behind him. Look at, there's Thurston. Oh, he just got Cindy right across the face.
Time Wrestling, the All-World Wrestling League, the Unknown Commentator, along with Quasi, and we've got a special attraction here. Two of the youngest, brightest stars in the All-World Wrestling League. Jumpin' Jimmy Jacobs with the power of the Huss against the future Chris Sabin as they lock up to get this one going.
This basically is a respect match right here. These both have been tag team partners. They've wrestled each other before, and they want to prove to one another that when they get in the ring, who's better than who?
Well, I'll tell you what, Chris Sabin with a slight size advantage over Jimmy Jacobs, but that's nothing new for Jacobs, one of the smallest competitors you will see. However, he makes up for it with great technical ability, great high-flying moves, and toughness. And now he's got the power of the Huss, which makes him that much tougher in the ring.
We've seen it in arenas. He's got him printed on his trunks now. Huss. The fans chanted, it's better than clapping. The more they chant Huss, the more power he gets. It's like an Energizer bunny. That's what those furry boots represent. He just won't stop, and the more the Huss, he just keeps on going.
We've seen Jumpin' Jimmy Jacobs in the past here on Big Time Wrestling, but only recently has he adopted this Huss. And we don't know exactly what that is. Maybe we'll find out, but the crowd certainly loves it. Nice takedown maneuver there by Jimmy Jacobs. And a reverse shin lock hold on Chris Sabin, who escapes that nicely into an armbar.
Well, actually, that's a wrist lock applied right there, getting the leverage right now. But it's all right. I understand with that mask on, it's hard to see the action going on in the ring.
Hey, watch it. I can see everything. I'm just overwhelmed by the excitement of the Huss. Armbar, wrist lock, whatever. The match moves on. Jimmy Jacobs and Chris Sabin, two of the best young athletes you will see anywhere in the world, and they're right here on Big Time Wrestling.
You don't have to make up for not being able to see out of those masks. I wouldn't be able to either, but right now you got a lockup between Sabin and Jacobs. Each one fighting for position. Jacobs got that wrist lock on, really torquing him, but it's reversed by Sabin into a wrist lock of his own. These two quicker than each other, trying to see who's got the speed advantage. I have to give it to the Huss right now, because of Sabin's size.
Wrist lock, another wrist lock. Sabin on Huss. Jimmy Jacobs now. And a nice roll out of that one. Sweep the legs out and went for a pinfall attempt, only getting one. Back to square one. Jimmy Jacobs and Chris Sabin staring each other down. An important matchup here, as all the matches are on Big Time Wrestling, as the All-World Wrestling League continues on the road to Kobo.
Actually, it looks like Sabin, he uses that reversal again, but he goes into a leg scissors and jumped over by the Huss. Huss gets him and into a, looks like an airplane spin into a leg scissors of his own.
Excellent maneuver there. This is where the action is. Two of the quickest. Look at that maneuver there. And Sabin able to pull it into a pinfall attempt, getting two. And now they're going to exchange chops in the middle of the ring as they lock up hard. Sabin powering Jimmy Jacobs into the corner. Looking for a clean break. Will we get it? Absolutely not. The intensity picks up between these two. Friends or not, it's the road to Kobo. Victory is the only thing that is important here.
Well, you got to watch out. There it is, a big furry boot right to the face. But like I was saying, you got to watch out when you're there. Even though you call him friend, victory is victory. And if you can get one more win that puts you into the tournament to get to the Sheik Memorial Cup, that's just the most important thing right now in the AWWL.
Jimmy Jacobs outside the ring taking a breather. We'll see if Sabin lets him have it. Doesn't look like it. Off the ropes. Slides out of the ring. Jacobs goes in the ring and back over the top rope. Somersault plancha sending Chris Sabin down.
You got to watch out there, because if you look at the Huss actually landed on his head, that's the danger part of a high-risk maneuver, is he got too many rotations on it and actually almost hurt himself there while taking on Sabin.
We see it more and more with our cruiserweight competitors here in the All-World Wrestling League. You have to find a way to make up for your size disadvantage, and you do that with high-risk maneuvers.
Well, a big guy can use in feet, but that's only, what, 30 pounds right there? If a little guy can throw a 170, 200-pound frame at you, that's a little equalizer right there.
Chris Sabin, a unique athlete here on Big Time Wrestling. He's sort of in the middle. He can take on the heavyweights and legally compete in the cruiserweight division.
This right here is a style of a camel clutch. It's called the Huss clutch, where he actually uses the pressure of his own body weight and angle against the neck to actually thwart and actually kind of make somebody pass out by cutting off the air to their windpipe.
Jimmy Jacobs in control of this matchup right now. Don't count Chris Sabin out, though. he's shown and proven time and time again here on Big Time Wrestling, he is not an easy man to defeat. Jimmy Jacobs in need of a victory in the All-World Wrestling League on the road to Kobo, and this would be a big one. This is a way to shoot up the ladder in the rankings with a victory over the future Chris Sabin.
Well, Huss right now semi-control, but you can't say that in this match. Each one gets a little bit of advantage. The other one finds reversal. These men have wrestled all over the country. They're wrestling now for the AWWL. They know each other. It's almost like they've written in books on each other, and they can tell you their greatest matches.
Near pinfall there, as Sabin was just able to kick out. Snapmare. He's got the knee into the back. This is a stretch hold.
Well, right now, this is two things that's happening. One, the Huss has got to re-energize. He's got to get back into it. And then while he's doing that, he can drive that knee right in the back and torque on Sabin, try to weaken him up. Maybe even get a submission hold while he's trying to get a little breath back in.
Well, both of these guys in great shape. Stamina, not an issue with Jacobs and Chris Sabin. They can go as long as it takes. And on the road to Kobo, every match counts. You want to get as many victories as you can. More wins than losses. That's what it's all about.
All right there, Jacobs going for another leg scissors, but it looks like he gets him with a neck breaker, using that rope across the back of the neck to whiplash Sabin back in the ring. He's calling for the Huss again. He needs the fans. He needs the power of the Huss.
Reverse guillotine on that top rope. Not enough to beat Chris Sabin. What's it going to take? This matchup continues. Both men have pulled off some great moves, and now Jimmy Jacobs going for a suplex in the middle of the ring. Chris Sabin with a block followed by another one. Some right hands to the rib cage, the side of Jimmy Jacobs. And now what are we going to see here?
He's got him in like a dragon sleeper right there, but he reverses that into a snapmare. Oh, snapmare right into the knee. That's like a neck breaker across the knee.
Jimmy Jacobs going to feel that one tomorrow morning, no doubt. Can he kick out? He does. The toughness of Jimmy Jacobs, he's got to be tough to compete where virtually every single competitor in the All-World Wrestling League, or the XWA for that matter, outweighs him.
The tilt-a-whirl backbreaker right there. Sabin thinking this is going to be it. The whole ref and show. Art Mendez getting the 2 count, though, signaling this match is not over. Jimmy and Sabin could go for a while. Sabin's got to know, though, he's got that ring presence. He's going to feel when a man's almost near the 3 count. And you got to try after maneuvers like that, like a tilt-a-whirl, or as we saw before, that snapmare into the neck breaker.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. When the All-World Wrestling League does, in fact, crown the first Cruiserweight champion, these two guys have to be 2 of the favorites. This is a big matchup and a big-time move from Sabin there, sending Jimmy Jacobs out of the ring on Big Time Wrestling.
Well, that move right there, actually, he calls the future slap. He has his finisher, the future.
If he gets to 170, look out. A big slap there, chop across the chest. And now Sabin up, atomic drop, but no, he's instead kind of a reverse face-first power bomb, and somehow Jacobs gets out of that one.
Well, when you get in here and you watch these two go and you watch Big Time Wrestling, this is where innovation happens. Innovation of violence and moves. If you haven't seen it, they're inventing it. Don't worry, each week you're going to see something new out of these two and all the wrestlers we have here in the AWWL.
What a big boot to Jimmy Jacobs as these men just trade. Big move for big move. Sabin somehow kicks out. Near fall after near fall. What is it going to take for either one of these guys to get a win here against each other? As we are deep into this matchup on Big Time Wrestling. Chris Sabin, Jimmy Jacobs off the second rope. Could this be enough? No! Somehow Sabin out of that.
That guillotine leg drop right there, driving Sabin's face right into the mat. I don't know. Maybe Jacobs needs to add that extra to get to 170. Maybe that would have been enough to get him over, put the weight on Sabin, because right now they're both running on E, just pulling desperation moves out. As you can see it again, it's like a barroom brawl, them brawling, throwing those punches, and now they're both going crazy right in the middle of the ring, exchanging. And now neither one knows where they're at. And a big clothesline, it looks like when Jacobs is up into the future shock. The future shock just drove him down that double underhook pile driver. And the whole left and show counts, and that's 3, baby.
The future shock and the future Chris Sabin. Victorious. Hard-fought victory over Huss. Jimmy Jacobs. We'll be back.
Wrestling's history with this classic match.
Superplex! Sasha has Nina up! This is gonna be a superplex! Oh my! Oh my! A superplex off the third rope! And Nina's gotta be damaged! Nina's in trouble! From that superplex. Oh my, what a maneuver by the Russian. Oh, the Russian goes down and Nina brings the legs up. She's weary. The two of them showing their championship caliber. A headbutt by Nina. Oh, a big blow to the forehead by Nina. Oh, a standing drop kick. Another drop kick, two of them. A third drop kick. Oh no! Nina! Nina's the new pound champion! Hold the crown! Hold the crown! Pull him off! Malibu! Brandy May, somebody's got to come in here! Where is Malibu? Brandy May! Pocahontas, somebody! Here comes Malibu! We've got a new pound champion! Fans will be back in a moment!
You'll hear about 25, 30 years ago. That was then. This is what's happening now.
And it will happen with bloody hunker dirt.